What was Russia planning before the invasion of Ukraine? Was it a lightning strike, a coordinated operation, or a gamble on political collapse? In the next few minutes, we uncover Moscow's strategy, the equipment they prepared, and the military thinking behind the 2022 war, all from the Russian perspective.
Before February 2022, Russia prepared for military action against Ukraine based on a strategy shaped by its own military doctrine, past conflicts, and assessments of Ukraine's capabilities. From Moscow's perspective, the operation was designed to achieve rapid political and strategic objectives while avoiding a prolonged conventional war. Russia's overall strategy followed what analysts describe as a multi-axis pressure approach. Instead of concentrating forces in a single direction, Russian planners intended to apply simultaneous pressure from multiple fronts. This included movement toward Kyiv from the north, operations in eastern Ukraine, and control objectives in the south. The goal was to stretch Ukrainian defenses, limit their ability to concentrate forces, and force rapid decision-making at the political level. Speed was central to the strategy. Russian doctrine emphasized shock, momentum, and psychological impact. The expectation was that rapid advances, combined with visible military superiority, would overwhelm Ukrainian command and control systems. Russian planners believed that early dominance would prevent organized resistance and shorten the conflict. Another key element was air and missile superiority. From the Russian perspective, controlling the airspace and degrading Ukrainian military infrastructure early was essential. Long-range precision strikes were intended to disrupt airfields, command centers, radar installations, and logistical hubs. This approach was consistent with modern Russian doctrine, which prioritizes striking critical infrastructure at the outset of a conflict. Ground forces were structured around battalion tactical groups, or BTGs. These units were designed to be flexible, self-contained formations combining infantry, armor, artillery, air defense, and electronic warfare elements. The BTG model was intended to allow rapid maneuvering and independent operations without relying heavily on large formations. Armored units played a major role in the plan. Main battle tanks were intended to spearhead advances, supported by infantry fighting vehicles and armored personnel carriers. These units were expected to move quickly along road networks, bypass resistance when possible, and secure key locations rather than engage in prolonged urban combat. Artillery was another pillar of Russian strategy. Russian military doctrine traditionally places heavy emphasis on artillery as a decisive force. Tube artillery, multiple rocket launch systems, and self-propelled guns were intended to provide sustained fire support, suppress enemy positions, and shape the battlefield ahead of advancing ground forces. Missile forces were used as a strategic tool rather than only a tactical one. Cruise missiles and short-range ballistic missiles allowed Russia to strike targets deep inside Ukraine without exposing aircraft or ground forces. These systems were designed to demonstrate reach and technological capability while supporting operational goals. Naval forces also supported the strategy, particularly in the Black Sea. Russian naval assets were positioned to control maritime access, apply pressure along Ukraine's southern coastline, and support operations through missile launches and logistical presence. Electronic warfare and cyber capabilities were another important component. Russian doctrine emphasizes disrupting enemy communications, navigation, and information systems. These capabilities were intended to reduce Ukraine's situational awareness, interfere with coordination, and weaken command structures during the early phase of operations. Logistically, Russian planning assumed that operations would be short and decisive. Supply chains were designed for rapid movement rather than sustained warfare. This reflected the expectation that major resistance would collapse before extended logistical demands became critical. From Russia's perspective, this combination of speed, multidirectional pressure, firepower, and technological superiority, was expected to achieve objectives quickly. The strategy was shaped by previous military experiences and by assumptions about Ukraine's political and military resilience. In summary, Russia's approach relied on rapid advances, integrated use of land, air, naval, missile, and electronic forces, and a belief that early dominance would secure strategic goals. The strategy and equipment selected reflected a plan aimed at swift resolution rather than long-term attritional warfare.